tough to nasi. Deinu b'Shabbos mevarchim Chodesh Elul. As we stand in the Shabbos blessing the month of Elul, Hanikra Chodesh Cheshbon, which is called a month of calculations. Since it's the last month of the year, assessments. In which we have to make an assessment of where our soul is holding. Cheshbon tzedek, a righteous assessment. Our service to God in the year that passed. So now is a proper time to discuss the concept of a cheshbon nefesh. And how this should awaken within a Jew. So I just wanted to share on Shabbos, my dear friend Rabbi Isaac and Rabbi Levi were singing the song of Avram Fried, I think it's called. Adam Doig Al Damav, that a person worries about his money. Doig Al Yomov, about his days. He doesn't worry about his days. And it's a true assessment, I think, to realize how much, energy goes into earning another dollar and how much energy could go into earning an eternal stake with the Lord above.
Yisrael, please, go ahead.
Oh, I should read? Okay, all right. So, und ja, Jesus, als euch die Kvius Mechedes von Reish Chodesh b'yimei HaShavua is b'hashgacha pratis u'b'diuk. So since also the day that Reish Chodesh falls out in the weekdays also must be a sign from above it. Something is special to learn out of that. Kemen arisnem and alimulin no cheshbein Chodesh Elul euch von dem was. So we could also learn some lessons out of the following facts. Number one, Aleph, die zwei Tag von Reish Chodesh Elul, der Kop, was ist Kelul und viert an mit alle Tag von Chodesh, seinen B'yema Shabbos Chodesh, und Maharase B'yema Rishon, wie man gesagt in Birchas HaChodesh. So first of all, the fact that it's 2 days of Reish Chodesh, which is the head of the whole month, after which the entire month follows the head, the fact that it falls out on Shabbos and on the next day on Sunday, like we said in Birchas HaChodesh. And secondly, also the fact that Shabbos Mevarchim Elul kumtais b'shana zu in Parshas Eikev. The fact that the Shabbos that we benched the Chodesh of Elul comes out to be Parshas Eikev. So there's something particular about that fact as well, from which we can learn out something about this, about the cheshbon, like we mentioned in previous paragraphs, that it has to do with calculating and giving a cheshbon of ourselves on where things are holding.
Thank you very, very much. Good to see you. And yes, Tzvi was wonderful for bringing. We were expecting, and still are expecting, Moshiach immediately. Okay, base. Since the Chodesh Elul is the calculating month, and it's the bottom line of the avodah of what we did throughout the entire year. Izinim kolul the kavanah v'tachlis from klolus avodah sa'adam l'shamash eskeinu meshach kol hashanah. So it also includes and encapsulates the intention and the reason of the general avodah of a person to serve his creator throughout the entire year. We see marumas in the Rashi Tevis from Elul Anil Deili, just as it is hinted in the Rashi Tevis, in the acronym of the word Elul, Anil Deili, I am to my beloved is to me. As us they're taking the Kali from avodah Adam, which is the general avodah. This is the general meaning and purpose of the service of man. As sein Metzias Ani soll werden verbunden und vereinzigt mit dem ewigsten Deidi. that the person himself should be one unified with Hashem, his beloved.
Close Aveda. Akeshu b'shnei fanim. And this connection that we have to Hashem is in two ways. Ani l'doidi, I am to my beloved. His eirus v'avedas ayudim l'mata l'mayla. There's the Jew who's climbing from below to above. From an arousing of below. Today's Tanya says that only through an arousal from below, ever since the Yidden Kriya. Nisha was Gashem Hakadosh Baruch Hu, that Yid connects to Hashem. Through serving God, studying Torah, and doing mitzvah. And then there's the response from God, the assistance from God. Siyata Dishmaya, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Bnei Yisrael. So in our relationship with God, there's these two ways of doing it. One is from below upwards, ani l'doidi, and there's above downwards, doidi li, and this is all in the month of El. I'm going to pass to Rabbi Yisrael.
So, and the Seder Avodah is as früher kommt ani l'doidi, und danach v'doidi li. So first comes ani l'doidi. That from, I guess, milamato l'mayla, I guess that means from bottom up we do our avodah. And then comes the Eibishter's response from above. Nicht wie der Seder in a zweiten Pasuk, unlike how the order of things goes in a different Pasuk. Doidi liva ani loi, früher die Zerusa del Eila und danach die Zerusa del Sata. Wie der Seder Aveda is in Chedesh Nisan. That's particularly how things work by Chedesh Nisan. First, the Eibishter revealed himself from on high, and everything was awesome from above, and then we had to work our way up from there. And Elul, the idea is we start things from down below. Where in dem steht der Tachlis Yisrael from Kol Inyanim. As the Chol Reish kommt die Aveda mil Matalo Mail. Die Aveda bekech atzmei von dem Ani. Soll nicht warten, bis es wird sein, als del Eila. Not waiting that you should be triggered from above. Just you one day wake up and decide, hey, what am I waiting around for? Let me start something here. Not waiting for Yisraelus Milamayla nor Ani, so from sich allein is L'Doidi to them Ebersten. Someone should by themselves awaken and realize, let me take a step towards the Eberster. This is a little bit what I'm hacking and shining to people, is that we might have a bit of a sense of waiting around for someone else to do something, but let's realize and be smarter than that. Let's us do something.
Yes, gut gesagt, as they say in Yiddish. But also, I just thought of something. Rosh Hashanah is like Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. I'm saying, it's known as like people that don't usually go to shul. Rosh Hashanah, they'll go to shul, which is interesting because that kind of seems like there's no real reason for that. Why should this day make any difference to you than any other day? Which kind of makes me think that that's really a service of the Leila. Anyways, in the end of the day, even if we don't figure it out, I think Hashem's got to just send Moshiach and we'll work it out afterwards. So, whatever, we don't run down. Kidua, as the Kavana of Tachlis from Brias Adam, you did the same with Mata, and Shamal Mata, and Shlemus Tainun, Ha'adam. Wie der Eibishter hat ihm eingestellt is, just like it's known that the point and the raison da'at of creation of man and the descent of the neshama of the soul down here, and the complete and the pleasure. It's interesting you write the pleasure there of the person, how Hashem put him, set him up. Is as das was bekommt soll nicht sein kein nema de chisufa sister nicht a verdienter nor bushebreit. Here we go.
Isaac knows. He knows my taina today, Eivshter. That the Eivshter created us in a way that we can't take nem or the sufa, like bread that's free. But the thought process is that's the way God created us. He could have created us differently. He could have created us in a way that we could walk into Eretz Yisrael miyad, and we're gonna appreciate it. Anyway, I'm not accepting this. Okay, basically, I do the Kveidus made of coming ad as the known, the famous statement of the Rabbeim. Nothing happens casually. It needs effort from below. If a person did not put an effort and he claims that he succeeded, that he found, do not believe him. Your guy team just, but if a person put an effort and he found time, and then you believe him. By the way, I want to point out that there makes it very clear that this is specifically in Avodah Ruchnis, that nothing comes easy in Avodah Ruchnis. Comes to Geld, comes to Parnasa, comes to all the good things, the Brius, and all the good things, that comes easy. And Pashas Kenu Teva Company Adam Philly Newton Alex Company So Kam Kangashim Eisen does make Yisera. So this is the way the nature of human beings are, even by not yet. How much more so by Yidden? How much more so when they do their Avodah with tremendous effort. The working beyond our nature, we can say serving God.
Yeah. Very interesting Shaila you brought up over there. I actually remember a certain tkufa in my Bacherhood where I was coming up with all these questions that I just couldn't get past. Like suddenly everything, a lot of things that I was learning in my Mamorim Chassidus seemed a little bit boring or dry or insignificant. Why? Because everything started to feel like something that the Eibishter just made it up that way. Oh, you're telling me a reason why is why? Because that's just how the Eibishter invented it. He could have maybe invented it differently. So you're trying to give me meaning out of the idea that when is something meaningful, after when you put an effort, then it's meaningful. But that's also a construct that the Eibishter came up with, and he could have come up with a different kind of construct. And one mashpia told me something that I remember was an interesting part that helped me, I guess, work through that a little bit. Is that, you know what, at this point in your neshama is feeling take a particular connection to the Eibishter at that kind of level, at the level of atzmus, where you know what, you're right. Im tzadaktam atitan lo yomami otcha yikach. All of these things are constructs that the Eibishter came up with just so that there could be a system and avodah, so that there is significance. But you know what? You're not buying any of it. You just want to be connected to the Eibishter directly, beyond all of these specifics and beyond all of these details. So Adrabah, appreciate that sensation of just like, all of that is nice and everything for when you can buy it, and at the moments that you feel you can't buy it, good. So you're feeling atzmizdika moment. Anyway, that's what I felt then.
Very well said. And I definitely have to say that your mashpia must have been in a very understanding place at that point, because it's interesting to be able to relate. But I also thought of two ideas, different ways to approach this. One is, first of all, we gotta just recognize that this is the way that Hashem created it. So Tzvi told me this Shabbos that we're the ones that set it up this way. So basically, I think we believe in ourselves a little bit more than we believe in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We really do believe ourselves. So we have the capabilities. But besides for that, just this might be a little bit out of the norm way of thinking. Generally, we're put down into this earth. We have a job. And part of our job is to change our nature. So we're taught that our nature is to not be able to appreciate something we didn't work for, but we could change our nature. No. So let's change our nature. Be able to appreciate. When I get a free car, I should be able to appreciate it. When I get a bracha for avodas, right? Because in the story with one of the rabbeim that got the bracha for he said I should have taken it and then I did it from there. So that means there is an aspect of let's be able to appreciate fully, get used to it, because that's what's happening. So, und durch dem Anile Doidi, die Sursel Lasata, tut oif, as es soll sein, wie Doidi Li, die Sursel Elev am Shachem mit Meile Lamata.
Shkoyach Rabbi Isaac, well said. Zoy say matters. This being said, Hagam Shaver Sheisarus Lutato Mekam Zinskos Yad Nishmai. Notwithstanding this, the Eibishter still gives us the ability to put in the effort, because let's not forget, every breath we take is from the Eibishter. El is a time of Gilu Yigul Zarachmi. Commercial Melba saw the example of a king in the field. The king is accessible. There's a massive Yisrus Delayla. From here we get the Avedo to do the Ani Ladaydi in the month of El. So in the month of Elul, when we make an accounting of the entire service of the year, so the emphasis on the purpose of man starts out with Ani L'Doidi, the Yid putting in the effort, and then the Eibishter responds, which reminds me to Rabbi Isaac, the Yid didn't show up to Yeshul on Yom Kippur, which is already in Tishri, which is V'Doidi Li, V'Ani Loi. The approach of a Jew throughout the year. A Yid, even when he's holding at the end of the year,
Okay, so I'm trying to follow along here with the different text here in Yiddish. Rabbi Isaac, if you can help me identify more or less the words where was holding, so I can take it up from there.
Weil der Zugang, you see over there, right after the predecessor.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
All around
the way to approach this, afilu wenn steht besium havoida in dem letzten chedischen Jahr, nach der avoida in die Yud Aleph Chadashim Shalifnis, after the whole avoida that we went through all the previous months, all these amazing sikhs that we learned, and all the things that we've worked through them, and all the amazing Moshiach lessons that we already took through them, and we're up to Chedesh Elul. Darf sein, as soll sich nicht verlassen auf der Ressource del Eila, nor. So after all that fire that we are living through, we shouldn't even need to rely upon only Ressource del Eila anymore. Nor l'chol reish, und der Ikar is sein eigener Avodah mitzad dem Tachtin. B'mei ha'choil, sade von Chedesh Elul Davka. That's during a regular day in Chedesh Elul, we should be all set and worked up enough and mindful enough that we ourselves, of our own initiative, we can wake up and do the Avodah of Chedesh Elul. Und durch dem soll der noch nimshach werden v'doidi li. Und in dem ani l'doidi besteht die Tachlis hakavana von alle inyonim. For this idea that we, from our initiative, do it, that was the whole story was for that purpose. Und nicht die Shleimus HaResurus of the Leila. This even completes from the Eibishter's point of view.
I just realized, I mean, thank you, Tzvi, for that response, but I also just realized, I don't know why I never realized this before, the Doidi Li is still in Elul. Is Anila Doidi Li. Doidi Li is also in Elul. It's not like, right? I'm like thinking the whole Elul is just Anila Doidi, but it's not El. It's Elul. Right? There's the rest of it. So, okay, I just a new perspective. Und in dem Anila der Idee besteht die tagliche Gewohnheit von allen Jahren. Und euch die Schlimmes Exerus Leila darf beschas das kommt heraus von der Avoida von Aiden Bekeich Atzmai. Was durch dem Wert die Exerus Leila nimshach in Aprimis. Bis noch mehr als durch der Exerus Lasata wird nimshach der noch ein Hechmet Exerus Leila der Li wie die was bekommt mit Milo könnten die Avoida. So In the beginning, Hashem is giving us the energy to even start the Anila Doidi. And then when we do the Anila Doidi, it causes a Vidoidi Li to be in such a complete way that it's even greater than and higher than the original Doidi Li that was done even beforehand. So okay, so it sounds good stuff. We're really about to move into Elul, guys.
Isaac. A thought I often think about is thank God I was born in this generation. Like after all the Avodah, all the Birurim, we're all refined. Thank God. I don't know what I would do if the Taka had to be as it is the Tata. Oisif, Chinin Zen Nimtza Beremes Gam Bekach Rich Chidish Tevis Elul. And to add that this idea is hinted to in the fact that Rich Tevis Elul Ani L'Doidi Ois Aleph. So the first letter of Elul is Aleph. So it's the first letter in the holy letters of the Aleph. So this is hinting to the very first step towards holiness. In holiness, coming higher. Shem is and the number of Aleph is one. From there we reach higher. Is base. Shem is which is double. And it's triple. Tough stuff. Is the completion of all the letters. You add all the letters. Oh, sorry, the final letter equals Saf is 400.
It's interesting, Taka. How is that? How is the seemingly random number of 400 showing on the ultimate shlemus? But in the Hara, at least it mentions an interesting source for that, which is Arba Meis Shekel Kesef, the 400 that Avram Avinu paid for the Marsa Machpelah, and also a few other things in Sefer Racham Chabad. Okay, interesting. So let's see where this goes. L'idach Gisa, Izois Aleph, die Haschala v'roish von alle Chavbeis Eis Yesatera shebehen nivra Elam. Von ihr nehmen sich alle Inyanim v'Elam. So on the other hand, it all begins from Aleph, and from Aleph comes out all of these different things. In the previous paragraph, we said that we proceed in the Avodah to Beis and Gimel, etc., all the way to Taf. But on the other hand, Aleph is the beginning of it. That's from where it starts off all the different letters, and from where all the things in the world come out of. Avodah Hashem is das Meramis if the Avodah bekoach atzmei von dem Tachten ani l'deidi. Was hebt sich an von dem Ani lemata. Und ist danach Eile milmata lemaila min akal el akovid. Und das wird die Haschala und Yesod von allen Inyanim euch von die Amshachis milmaila. So it starts from the smallest, from the first one, Aleph, to do our own Avodah. And the Rebbe mentions min akal el akovid. Don't take it too fast, too quickly. Go from smallest to largest. And then that even encompasses the biggest amshachas that come afterwards, milamayla.
Wow. Just one thought. First of all, maybe we should take some advice from here and figure out a good way to get us more established and more strong to be able to grow slowly but surely. I'd rather make sure that there's a surely. I don't necessarily mind if it's slowly. So please, let's continue discussing ideas of how to make this better and how to get more people involved more often. How to move in that direction. I also wanted to say, I remember in the story, since you mentioned that footnote, I don't know why exactly either 400, but I remember that the concept of why he paid so much was because he wanted to be completely no doubt at all about the ownership of Mars Machpelah. Right, that was the point. So maybe this represents that idea that it's a complete, total change or something, whatever it is. Anyways, just a thought. So I don't really have any specific ideas, but maybe, I'm scared to say it, but maybe it is worth it for us to not even try a bunch of times a week, just to get one time a week solid and build it up from there. Anyways, share please your thoughts of what you think is a good idea.
So first of all, it's the hardest thing to get people to get their foot in the door. And then once people get their foot in the door, I know myself included, once I started learning an Aleph, my life started getting better. I started thinking more Gula, so it's definitely the hard part is to get people to just click the link, join for a half hour, and that will help people at least Zachu. So the question is, which people would be good for this type of a group share, and tell them, listen, try it one time, a half hour a day. And yeah, I do believe the ultimate goal is to get a minyan. I think that's what they would very much appreciate. Stam on the concept of like Aleph, if all I have to do is Aleph and the Abisher takes care, coming off my tongue was the Rebbe takes care of all the other atheists, then it's totally worth it. I'm saying if you know and I know that all I have to do is do my, cockroach aveda down here, and then the Abisher gets his hustle, and yalla, I better get moving. Like if this is really what is being accomplished that up above, if I get my hustle on, what am I waiting for? So I think this Aleph concept, it definitely takes this little tato to a whole new level.
Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. As for the concrete ideas of this shir, I definitely I feel your plight. Like I want this to also pick up and figure itself out and start going and taka have a steady, like people can know out there this is a thing that happens on a steady basis. People are logging in and joining in the share, and even even the long-term plan is a brilliant plan. This idea of a 24/7 ongoing cycle of people logging in and out, and everyone having a minute and a half of something to contribute, and it's brilliant, and it's going to happen for sure. It's just a matter of how to get it started and build it up. I wish I had the magical answer. But the truth is that I can see how it's a kolas cholis kashis kind of thing. I guess it really just starts from the bottom up, taka, of getting the first bunch of people and trying to find a consistent time, like you said, maybe at least even starting off with one consistent time throughout the week that we can all join in and do this and start expanding from there. I don't know why my Yetzer Hara, my pessimism tells me that it sounds like a forever plan that just takes so long and so much time to convince people and to get them signed up. But don't listen to me. That's just my Yetzer Hara making me feel like giving up. The truth of the matter is that's just the way to go. We should try to go in there. And you know what? It should maybe encourage us, if anything. We should get our act together more to fabring with people and to talk and to infuse and inspire more people sooner to join in more and more often and more consistently, and then it'll build up faster. Shane.
Okay, so Rizal, first of all, you have to get some sleep. Just want to let you know that. Second of all, not I'm just saying. Still has to be a true thing. But I just thought of an idea, and I'm going to continue with this. Idea is, first of all, tomorrow is Monday. So we make sure that we're there on time. We'll make sure that tomorrow happens. And I'll post it on the WhatsApp today, what exactly time we're going to do tomorrow. So that way everybody knows what time to be available. And besides for that, if each one of us speaks to one guy that's not usually available, that's already on our group I'm speaking about. So, ask, what time will you be available? I'm going to try to be available. So I just need to coordinate me and you. And hopefully I'll get a third guy. So that's a lot more a practical way to try to get it moving in a good way. So I think I'm going to start with that. I'm going to speak to Nadimir, who didn't get to join. I'm going to ask him what time he's available. And I'm going to set it up with him. And hopefully I'll be able to get more guys. Okay. Gimel. Ibal Beidin Yanim von Anil Dedu und Vededi Li, seinen Nichlal in dem Erstevisch von El Chedish Cheshbon. Is Mistaber zu sagen, als Pratik ist sein da Beidin Yanim in der Voide Cheshbon and Nefesh von Aiden in Chedish El. So, since that both concepts, Anil Deidi and Deidi Li, are included in the Rosh Hashanah of Elul, the Chedish Cheshbon, the Chedish of accounting, yeah.
So it seems it's saying that in the accounting, we need to take into account the effort from below. We also have to think about all the assistance we get from God. Even though generally it would mean that all I need to take into account is my own avodah. But nevertheless, since the Avisha decided that everything that comes down below is based on what's going on from down here, so it comes out that what's going on from the Avisha is also up to me. So it seems the Rebbe is saying that we are also V'doi Dili. And I'm just thinking out loud, maybe it's in the ears that we're a Mashpia. Like, they're saying, like, there's the Avodah that I put in. I'm just a thought. Then there's the V'doi Dili aspect of my life where I'm, so to speak, a father and a giver. And how was I in that area? Because that has an effect on the Eibishter, so to speak, in the way he's being Mamshich, Hamshachis. So, am I giving it all I got to people that are in need of my inspiration, divine assistance?
Chaim. Thank you also, Rabbi Isaac, for your concern about my well-being. You're absolutely right. I need to take care of my guf gashmi a little better. I also have something going on, allergies on my eyes these days, so it might make my eyes look a little more tired than they might be. But anyway, so do we finish this first paragraph in Eis Gimel? Is that where we're holding? Die Esarus von Alam Shofis von der Eibishter Lamata? Yeah? Okay, good. All right, so V'yesh Leimar. As the Tzvein Yanim. I like that idea that you mentioned, by the way, Rabbi Isaac, that if each one of us, it's a question and a challenge also. Can we find one other person that we can talk to and help commit to this on a steady basis? And it's a tough question also, because if it makes you think that I can't even find one person in my life that I can try to convince to join this thing, that's given a tap in peckle. We should be in a situation where we can find at least one other person that we can convince to bring in on this. So I have to think about that. It's going to be one of my initial avodas of Chedesh Elul to figure out that cheshbon over there. But anyway, as die zwei Inyanim in Chedesh Elul, Anila Deidi und Deidi Li, sind im Rumas in die zwei Tag von Rosh Chedesh Elul. Was Rosh Chedesh Elul ist bis man azeh allemal zwei Tag. Wie bald das Chedesh Menachemov ist allemal Mole. ובלושן הכוסו וראשי חדשיכם לשון רבים כביר הזר וכי כמה ראשים אינו נוסיירה אלא ראשי טרין בכל ירחו וירחו. I'm not sure what the translation of Rashi train is, if anyone knows.
Oh man, I wish I could help that. But I did want to say, to make it a little bit easier, call Rabbi Levi Jacobson. And just for tomorrow, I'm just speaking about tomorrow. I'm not speaking about in general big commitments. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about this Minakala Lakavit thing. as you translated so beautifully. Just call Levi and make sure and ask him if he's going to be available tomorrow, Monday, when we made up. I don't even remember what time we make up. I have to check what time we made up. But ask him if he's going to be there. And if he says no, let's see if we could get him to. And if not, so then let's see what we could get. And I'm going to call Mendy Mir or Mendy Abrams, and so we will call one of the guys. So we'll double our numbers in no time. In one day, we can double our numbers. And let's start with that, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm just going to go over what you read so I can understand a little bit. Right? So we said you have both 2 days in Chodesh El. So nowadays, we always have 2 days of Chodesh El. Since the Menachamov is always full, so we always have those 2 days. Lashon HaKasuv of Rosh Hashanah, Lashon Ra'am Kibir Azer, Chikama Reishin Inun L'Sihara El Rashi Trin. B'chal Yircha V'Yircha. Wow, I have no idea. Okay, it's an attempt.
It's an attempt to say that Rashi is hinting that there's times that Rosh Chodesh is days. And especially and with emphasis on this Rosh Chodesh El in this year, since it comes out since these 2 days are the whole Shabbos Kodesh and Sunday, there's something special about that. The first day of the week and Yom Shabbos hint to 2 ways of operating within time. Yom Rishon was called Yom Rishon is the first day of the days of the week. Climbing upwards. Shabbos Shabbos is the above to below. So it seems in many of the sikhs of the Aleph, the Rebbe is giving this theme of the below to above and the above to below, and the fact that Rosh Chodesh El is 2 days, and it's these 2 days specifically, Shabbos and the first day of the week. First day of the week is Milmat L'mayla. Shabbos is Milmat L'mat. Chaim L'vrach.
You're giving me a lot of extra slices of time over here. I'm overflowing with Zman here. But I think I missed a little bit what you said when you translated the Aramaic over there. I missed the part. I know I guess means how many beginnings of the month of the moon are there. Ela Rashi Train. What does that part mean? If you want to interrupt over here and tell me, let me know. What was that part of again?
So Ela Rashi Trains. I mean, the Chol Yachv comes out that on months there's 2 Rashi Chadash.
Interesting. So that means the idea that when there's 2 days of Rosh Chodesh for a month, is that the idea?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so especially I guess with Manazeh, when every single Rosh Chodesh Elul has 2 days of Rosh Chodesh, since I guess for whatever calculation reasons is always Mali. As such, we always have this Aveda, and each one of them is a Milmaila Lamata and Milmata Lamaila. And we see that particularly, I guess, in this Kvius when it's Shabbos and Sunday, because Shabbos shows on the special Eir Milmaila, that's Milmaila Lamata, and Sunday shows on starting the week where we resume our Aveda bottom up, Milmata Lamaila. Wie das ist gewesen mit Chilas Abriya, in dem ersten Yom HaRishon von Ma'aseh Bereshis, und dem ersten Shabbos. Just like it was in the way beginning of creation. B'yom Rishon von Ma'aseh Bereshis hat sich angeheben die Bria und der Minyan Hazman von Yemei HaShavua Milmata L'mayla. Over there, we started off first from the first day of the week. It's interesting. Bria did not start off with Shabbos. It started off with Sunday, with Milmata L'mayla. Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, Yom Shlishi, Bis, Yom Hashishi, and then Yom Hashvi. Und also ich chazer sich hasibe bechol Yom Rishon. Also man häupt dann zählen von das Nei hayem Yom Rishon.
This is so strange. I don't understand. But our Rosh Chodesh is Shabbos then Sunday. So let's continue a little and see what the Rebbe says. Persian must be Persian. That's the wrong given the pre. Okay, yeah. Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, Yom Shlishi, Biz, Yom Shishi, and Yom Mashvi. On a Zay Chazad Zay Chasiba, because Yom Rishon, as Mahaib on Sailing from das Naya, Yom Rishon, Dugma over the Ershter Yom Rishon. Like the first one, the beginning of creation. But he's Chayzer Chalila, their meaning beside Bahadaga Malamata Lamaila, from Yom Rishon, Biz, Yom Shabbos. When the Achilo Shlem was from Yom Shabbos, wird oif gemacht, durch der Avoide beschädigt die Mea Shvua, Kamar Chazal, Mishtarch B'Erev Shabbos, Yechol Shabbos. So basically, then you go back. So the counting starts again, Mata Lamaila, from the Sunday till Shabbos, like it says, right? And they actually build up and complete Shabbos, like Ramar Chazal says that he who works on Erev Shabbos will be able to eat on Shabbos. I mean, the Rebbe explains it many times that that's because you work the 6 days. That's why you have Shabbos on the 7th. That means you build it up. Then because you're sitting around doing nothing the 6 days, so then what's Shabbos? So another day. But because you worked the 6 days, you built it up. So then Shabbos, you have Shabbos. Okay, we're gonna go till Dalit, yeah, and then we'll stop.
In addition to this, Yeshna Seder Umi and Sheni. Then there's the reverse order, and this is what Rabbi Isaac was hinting to. From above to below. Afal Pi Shemetzius as Manu Nivra, even though times of creation. Za'omer Shezman Nivra B'Reged Rishon Yim Rishon D'Ma'aseh. Time starts on the first day of the week. Isa B'Svarim Shekredim Abriya B'Yishmei B'Reishis Shabbos. That even before creation was a Shabbos. Because even before time was a potential for time. Say this man Shabbos and this Shabbos that came before the Yom Rishon and Shishim Bereshis. Varik is called Sheshis Bereshis. Calls Manim Kum and blesses the 6 days of work and all of time following. Say this man and this is time from above to below. Shabbos Shlemus Nimshach Brach Amshach Sheish Yom V'Dug Muzev Chol Shabbos Shemini Mizbach Kuyam, as it is with regards to every Shabbos, that it blesses the coming week.
Yeah, so Rabbi Isaac, you're onto something here. That's exactly, I think, the point that the Rebbe is bringing out over here. The two orders, the usual order that we see in the system of the world, that first came the weekdays and then came Shabbos, that itself is alluding to the bottom-up work, where first we do all the work and then we come to Shabbos. But apparently, and this is where my mind was blown, there was a concept of a Shabbos before Sheshis Mebreshis. There's the reverse order, apparently, where there was an idea of Shabbos came first, and then afterwards starts the 6 days of the week. And that shows on the Seder where first things come in L'mayla L'mato, that from the Shleimus of Shabbos, then it comes in and it inspires and it starts off, it kicks off the whole idea of Sheshis Yomim Breishis, Sheshis Yomim. Yeah, very interesting. Uchashem wie das is in Minyan Azmanim, also ist euch der Unterschied zwischen Yom Rishon und Shabbos in Teichen Avedasam. Just as we see that's how it was in the chronological or conceptual chronological side of things, so too in the point, the idea about them, what they're about, their meaning. Yom Rishon v'Shavua hoyt sich an. First day of the week, Sunday starts off. There's Seder Haveda b'Meachayil. In a Seder min hakal l'kavid milmata l'mayla, starting from easy to bigger. Anabidik from Yom Rishon the leichste Aveda. The easiest Aveda is apparently on Sunday, Yom Rishon. Und danach is men oilet va schwerer Aveda b'Yom Sheni, sheboi nivreis machlekes. Right, Yom Rishon, it was just light, easy stuff. Second day, you have to start dealing with differences and machlekes and different things like that. It's tougher. Und danach biyamim shel achrize, bis die shleimus Aveda b'Yom Hashishi, Yom Brias Adam Rishon. Bis die shleimus von Yom HaShabbos vayechol hashamayim va'aretz v'chol tzavam. So we have that direction of things. As ein kein
Schenken der Avoide bei Yom Shabbos ist bei Eifen von Meile Lamata Lechatchila mit Ashlemus und Tainug. Achilas Basar Shaman V'yayin Yashan V'chulu. Everybody knows what the V'chulu is. All the good stuff. We're already accustomed to having all this delicious stuff. And therefore, Vert Nimshach Koich Meile Lamata Mina Mizvarchim in the Yemei Shmur Shlachazeh. So what Avoide of Shabbos? What's Shabbos? Meile Lamata. First, you're completing and you're enjoying and you're eating fatty meat and good old wine, etc. Means big fat fish and mashka, some kind of mashka. I don't remember what it said. Anyways, and through this, you're nimshach. You get the power from above, meaning minah mizbar from the Shabbos. You're able to bless the rest of the week. To the rest of the days that are after that. So I want to say two things. One is I'm blown away at this idea as well, at the Shabbos before creation. It's a wonderful idea. And you know what, now they're speaking about it, it makes sense. I never thought about it. Right? But Erev Vaiker Yom Rishon. Erev means the night before. So in order to have a Motzei Shabbos, you need a Shabbos. So you have Motzei Shabbos. The world is created on Motzei Shabbos. It started creation. And you can only call him Motzei Shabbos as Shabbos before. So I think that's an awesome thing. The Rebbe is amazing. Second of all, I think the Rebbe's whole doing this is just to show us, like in all this kind of stuff, the numbers and things, is teaching us how to do it. Look around for signs of Mashiach. Okay, anybody else want to say something, or should we stop? Tzvi, some closing words.
Guys, all go off mute. We're going free. Shkaya, it was good learning. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Kiflayim Lutushia.
Mondays are harder, I said. Mondays are more difficult.
All right, everyone tomorrow, come along and bring a friend.
Come along, that's right. Mashiach now.
Mashiach now.